Good morning, children. Today we discuss the worksheet number 4. See here. In this first question is identify which of the following materials are fluids and which are non-fluids. So in this given stone, kerosene, milk, oxygen, clouds, sand, wax, smoke, water, charcoal, carbon dioxide and LPG. So first of all, you have to know what is a fluid. See, fluids. Fluids are nothing but fluids are the substances without any shape which flow from one place to another. So liquids and gases have this property. Here we have to take this liquids and gases have this property, not solids. What are the examples? Examples are given here: water, oil, petrol, milk, air, etc. So only gases and liquids has this property. See this. In solids do not flow easily because the particles cannot move. The particles cannot move, slide past one another due to strong attraction among the particles. So in solids there are strong attraction force among the particles. That's why they can't flow, and free space between particles of the solids. That's why solids not called as the fluids. Fluids are liquids and gases. These liquids and gases together called as fluids. So liquids flow easily because the particles can move on one another due to intermediate weak attraction. These liquids has intermediate weak attractions among the particles, and there is a free space between the particles of the liquids. That's why the liquids flow easily. And what about gases? If you see the gases flow very easily because the particles are randomly move past one another due to very weak attraction. Very weak attraction among the particles, and there are maximum free space between particles of the gases. That's why gases flow very fast. Liquids flow flow less fast than the gases, and solids do not flow. So from this we have to answer this first question. You have to identify which is solid and which is gas and which is liquid. So first of all, there is stone. Stone is a solid thing, so that can't flow. So in non-fluids the stone will come. Okay, so in non-fluids stone will come in non-fluids. Okay, in non-fluids we writing the stone. Okay, next one, kerosene. Kerosene is a liquid, we know that, so this is a fluid. So in fluid we are writing the kerosene. Next one, milk. Milk is also a liquid, so it is also a fluid. Next, oxygen. Oxygen is a gas that flow very easily, so here we writing. Clouds. What are clouds? Clouds are nothing but water, that is steam, so that is also flow easily. Sand is a solid, so that comes under non-fluids. Wax also solid, so that comes under non-fluids. Smoke is gas, so it will flow easily. Water also a fluid. Charcoal What is the meaning of charcoal? In first worksheet already we discussed. So charcoal is a solid, so it comes under non-fluids. Next, carbon dioxide is a gas, so it is a fluid. LPG also a liquefied gas, liquefied, that is also liquid, so comes under fluids. So this is your first answer for first question. Okay, we go for next one. Give main reason for the property of fluidity of substances. Already we discussed it in this. Yes. See, in this we already discussed why liquids and gases are flows. It flow because the particles can move past one another due to intermediate, there is no need to write intermediate, weak attractions among the particles, and there is a free space between the particles. So you have to write the particles has weak attraction forces. First point, weak attraction forces. Second point, the particles has free space between the particles. Okay, so the particles has free space between them. This is the second point. First point is about weak forces, second point about free space. Okay, so next question. Next question, third one. Even though curd, butter and ghee are all made from milk, guess why their rate of flow is different. See here, curd, butter, ghee are different substances, different objects. That's why the rate of flow is different. Next one. So water and oil both are liquids, oil flows slower than water. Why? Here, because the water is less thicker than oil. The oil is thicker. Thicker means the particles has the free space lesser than water. That's why the oil is thicker than water. That's why the water flow fast than oil. Next one, find the volume of a brick having length 12 centimeters, breadth 6 centimeters and height of 4 centimeters. So to find the volume of a solid, we have a formula, that is LBH, L into B into H. Here L is given 12 centimeters, breadth is given 6 centimeters and height is given 4 centimeters. So simply you have to multiply 12 into 6 into 4, then you got the answer. That is also in centimeter cube, because there are 3 centimeters length, breadth and depth. So this answer will comes in centimeter cube. Okay, next one. Next question, we go for next one. To illustrate the flow nature of liquid depends on the force of attraction between their particles. Explain with an example observed in daily life. So if we take the water, oil kerosene and flow it, what will you observe? The kerosene flow very fast, the water flows intermediate, and the oil flow very slowly, because that depends upon the nature of the liquids. That's why they can't flow with the same speed. So we have to write an example with this. Okay, we'll go for next one, seventh one. List out the instrument used to measure the volume of liquids and explain with an activity how to measure the volume of milk. So here for solids we find the volume with the formula of L into B into H, but milk is a fluid, so we can't measure with this. We have to measure the milk with some instruments. See here, some special instruments are used to measure volume of liquids. They are measuring jar. This is a measuring jar. This one is a measuring jar, and there is a burette, pipette. This is a burette, this is a pipette, and conical flask also there. This is a syringe, you know. So from these measuring instruments we measure the volume of fluids. For gases we take these instruments used to measure. So the volume of liquids is measured in terms of liters or milliliters. So because gases do not have a definite volume, the volume of gases can be measured with the help of a cylinder or balloon. At given temperature and pressure. And for liquids we using these measuring instruments. So for milk also we use the beakers or the instruments. So for these are the instruments which we use to measure the volume of liquids. And how to measure the volume of milk? You know, daily we take milk from the milk vendor. So he measure with a measuring jar. From that only we measure the milk, like 1 liter, half liter, and etc. Okay, so we go for next question. Eighth one. Which of the following have property of fluidity? We already discussed that solids don't have the property of fluidity. Liquids and gases has that property. So B also has the property of fluidity. Gases also have the fluidity. So B and C is the answer. So correct answer is D. Okay. So next one. Which of the following has lowest fluidity? So lowest, which one has? See here, what are the options given? Coconut oil, ash, perfume, sugar. So sugar is solid, so this will have the lowest fluidity. So answer will be D. Next one, property of fluidity of all liquids. We already discussed this. The property of fluidity of all liquids are not same. It is different from one another. It depends on the nature of the liquid. So it is different. So answer B is correct one. Okay, this is our worksheet. Still, if you have any doubts, comment me in the comment box, and share this video with your friends. Like the video and subscribe the channel and touch the bell symbol that you can have the notifications. Okay.